I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again. Even for you. I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
The Mad Titan Podcast with your host, Jay Washington.
Titans, go!
What's happening, everybody? We're back. It's episode 23 of season 2 of the Mad Titan Podcast. I'm your resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington.
And your boy, B to the C.
Nope,
back in
nope,
the house.
too much
What's
fucking,
poppin'?
too much
All that
goddamn
energy. We doing it.
Nope.
We doing it, Jay. We doing it.
Normally, we would record this on a Monday because I'm always super busy on Sunday. We try to get it on Sundays. But luckily, I did have some other stuff to do. And I was like, some shit that came out mean I had to record this today to get my thoughts on a whole lot of shit.
Look, it's Sunday afternoon. I got energy today. We got hypeness. We doing this thing. It's not like a Monday morning where I'm dead ass tired and pissed that it's Monday. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm hyped, bro. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Okay. Talk about your week then. How was your week?
My week was good, man. Chilling. I went and saw
There
John Wick.
There we go.
I went and saw John Wick, bro. The movie that shows you that stunt choreography needs to be in the Oscars, and this is the one that needs to get the first award for it. Because god damn.
All right. Well, that was it. That was your whole week.
I mean, God, you always make me sound so boring, Jay.
You make yourself sound boring.
I'm sitting here like I got to see a movie. I'm excited. I'm yay. And he's like, oh, that's all you did? Yeah, okay, cool. I was hanging out with your future wife.
Look, so since he brought it up, yesterday I was at WonderCon and I did some interviews for THS, formerly that hashtag show. And I interviewed the cast of Justice League and Ruby, Superheroes and Huntsman Part 1. And so the cast who plays the Justice League members as far as Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Jessica Cruz, the Green Lantern, and the Flash, I talked to them and then I talked to the Ruby girls. Well, Wonder Woman is played by Natalie Allen Lind, where if you know her from the Goldbergs, Gotham, The Gifted, and more. And BC has this love for her, and she doesn't even know he exists.
That is not true. She filmed a video for my niece.
Okay, you know what I mean, nieces? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shit on your nieces.
I'm about to say, come on, man. Let me have one thing. All right. I am in love with this girl. Like in love. Like it's her and Angelina. They're the ones and twos. And that's Jersey Shore Angelina, not Jolie.
Okay, because I was about to ask, you need to get a number 2, another number 2 or 3, but that's still number 2. Anyway, so did that, and then I did some other interviews. Shouts out to Cynthia McWilliams. I interviewed her. We talked about the new show she's got, Ordinary Joe, coming out on BET Plus. She did a bunch of stuff. I interviewed Dan Southworth and Kevin Thompson from the original Power Rangers. And Dan Southworth is Eric, the Quantum Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force. And so I was looking at some of his IG. That man is a solid martial artist.
Yeah.
A legit stunt dude. Like, dude is cold with his work. And I was like, bet. And so I did all that. That was Saturday. The rest of the week was pretty much a lot of working. And if you've been following me, I was telling BC about this. I've set myself on this dumbass journey to do 16 days in a row of strength and weight training. And what I mean by that is 16 days in a row of powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
And today was day. Fuck was that?
Get it.
Today was day 14, and I hurt so bad. But I was telling BC, and I've told some other people, there are benefits. Like, granted, I know people like, your body needs to recover, your body needs to heal. You're destroying your muscles. I'm destroying and building them at the same time because I am seeing something. But also, here's been the benefit that I've seen. These are just some of the benefits. Number one, I've lost weight quickly.
Yeah.
Because when you build muscle, your body has to burn fat.
Yeah, when you're constantly in that state of working out, you are burning just as many calories as you're eating and going, if not more. So yeah, like I say, you do need those rest days, but that's not to say you don't have to have a set period that you got to go. No, okay, I'm gonna do this 16-day lift and I'm gonna go for it. and that's good. Then you'll take a rest day and then, do something else again. It's important like that. And yeah, that is killer. I've been watching it, bro. You got me looking dead, bro. I'm tired watching it.
And so I will say, like, for instance, I've gone from my, at one point, I think I allowed my stress and everything and to get to me. I got back up to a 42 in my jeans. And at my biggest, I was at a 44, 46. So 42 was already something that was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So about a couple weeks ago, I've been able to put on my 38s. So that's been a good thing. So I put on my
you see, that's why I wear sweatpants. Boom. No numbers, just the XL. I'm good.
They don't make suits in sweatpants.
That is a lie.
Oh no.
I got some pants that look like suit pants, but motherfucking ain't sweatpants. All right.
That is terrible. That is so terrible. So I've been doing that. A lot of different shows, man. I've been, constantly staying on stage, which has been a blessing. I got some other shows coming up, and I'm going to keep doing that. Trying to work around this looming writer's strike that's about to happen here.
Yeah, man, that's worrisome because I remember the last one, and
that's how we got reality TV.
Yeah, shit suffered with the last one.
And here's the thing: when this shit happens, because it's not an if, it's when.
It's when, yeah.
It's not just gonna be the writers; it's gonna be writers, directors, everybody.
And look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm here for it. Go ahead. I'm all about the unions. All right, you want to strike? Fucking strike. Do it.
Yeah, I just want the unions to get what they deserve. The money. I want the writers to get paid like they deserve to get paid because they do a lot. The writers deserve to get residuals and shit. And it's like streaming has changed the game as far as we don't know how to calculate it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So now you just gonna have to start forking over money. And
plus with AI coming up.
That's another big thing. Yo, I actually did an AI thing. I made it write a episode of The Office set in the airport.
Yeah.
I would like you to hear what the AI wrote, okay?
Okay.
Airport day, interior airport day. The airport is a busy place with people coming and going. There are long lines at the check-in counters. The security checkpoints are backed up. In the middle of all this chaos, a group of office workers are trying to get their jobs done. Kevin to camera. I'm Kevin. I'm the office manager at the airport. My job is to make sure everything runs smoothly, but it's not always easy. Dwight to camera. I'm Dwight. I'm Kevin's assistant. I'm the best worker in the office, but Kevin doesn't always appreciate me. Jim to camera. I'm Jim. I'm one of the customer service representatives. I'm always trying to make people happy, but it's not always easy. Pam to camera. I'm Pam. I'm the receptionist, and I'm the glue that holds this place together. Michael to camera. I'm Michael. I'm the regional manager. I'm the best boss in the world, but my employees don't always agree. Sounds general like The Office, right? But wait, there's more. Here we go. We see Kevin trying to keep up with the demands of his job, but he's clearly overwhelmed. Dwight is trying to help, but he's only making things worse. Jim is trying to deal with a difficult customer, and Pam is trying to keep the peace. Michael is trying to be the best boss he can be, but he's clearly struggling. The chaos and stress at the airport is starting to take their toll on the office workers. Kevin is starting to lose his mind. Dwight is starting to get angry. Jim is starting to get frustrated. Pam is starting to get stressed, and Michael is starting to get overwhelmed. Okay? You ready?
Yep.
You ready?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
I want to know if y'all ready listening. Here we go. I'm sorry for laughing. Whew. Just when it seems like things can't get any worse, a major crisis hits the airport. A bomb goes off in the luggage claim area, and people are killed. The office workers are forced to evacuate the building, and they're not sure when they'll be able to go back. The crisis brought the office workers together. They're all determined to help each other through this difficult time. They're all starting to realize they're a team, and they can get through anything if they work together.
Holy shit.
That is AI for you.
What the fuck? that took a weird turn.
That took a turn like a motherfucker, didn't
it?
Yep. A bomb goes off. What? All right, so for those who are new to the podcast, what we do here is get you caught up on all the things happening in the Marvel and DC live-action cinematic universes. It's barbershop talk for nerds, and we try not to talk about bombs going off in the lowest car because that is crazy. Yeah. That's what AI created. That is Google's AI Bard.
Wow.
Just so you know.
That's crazy, man. That shit. That's interesting. That's some crazy shit, dog.
All right.
This AI stuff.
So speaking of crazy stuff, let's just kick it off with what it is. Yesterday, the world was shook to its foundation when it was announced that Jonathan Majors was arrested. KANG was arrested on Saturday, March 25th in New York City on charges that included assault, strangulation, and harassment. It is being reported supposedly his girlfriend. And what happened is this is what is said to believe to have caused it, because it's been a crazy story all the way to fuck around. All right. It's saying law enforcement says the alleged victim of accusing Jonathan Majors of assault is his girlfriend. The couple reportedly was in a taxi when the argument started. They reportedly got into the altercation after his girlfriend caught another woman texting the actor's phone. They say the matter escalated when the girlfriend tried to view the messages on his phone and was met with a slap from Majors. He then allegedly proceeded to put his hands around her neck. The representatives and the lawyers have turned out said there's nothing wrong and expected. So this is what his lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, told Deadline in a statement.
I was about to say, yeah, nothing new came out today.
This is what just came out today. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped immediately. Evidence includes video footage from the vehicle where this episode took place, witness testimony from the driver and others who both saw and heard the episode, and more importantly, 2 statements from the woman recanting these allegations. Now, supposedly after that, some directors have come out and said he was a certain way. Here's the thing. If he's gone ahead and started beating bitches, which is not a good thing at all, then yeah, you do the recast thing. A lot of people. This is where Black Twitter comes into play. Excuse me. And BC, I'm gonna introduce you to what Black Twitter is.
I know Black Twitter.
Okay, you don't know Black Twitter though. You know Black Twitter, but you don't
I know Black Twitter, but I don't. I'm not. Yeah. I feel you. I know where you at. I know what you're saying.
Gotcha. So Black Twitter is like, yo, could it be his girl is a white girl? And it came out, she is. She is. So Black Twitter is like, it's that reminder, no matter how big you get, I can take your black ass down in one moment. Mm-hmm. But if everything comes out and proves that he's not guilty,
which it looks like.
Because if you got those high-powered lawyers from Disney and everything, they're going to make sure, especially for somebody like that.
That mouse is coming down here. Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That caught me off fucking guard.
The mouse ain't having that shit.
Said the mouse coming down. Oh, no, look, that's KANG. Oh, look, the darky works for me. Oh, the white woman's lying. That bitch. Give that bitch a pass to Disneyland. This is free. Bitch, you get ESPN Plus. Hulu. You don't fuck this up, bitch. That's money.
Kill that bitch.
I get three free murders. I'm Mickey. What? Three murders. But I know a lot of people I've seen a lot of people, especially on Twitter, going, "Oh, well, people joking around about domestic violence." Look, it's not a joking situation. I know a lot of people victims of it. I know a lot of people victims of it. We do know, unfortunately, people who have lost their lives because of it on both ends of the spectrum. But again, I want all things to be presented before. And I think I saw something else said by both men and women. It is really fucked up that we automatically condemn someone, no matter who it is, of accusation without evidentiary proof, which is true.
Yeah. As soon as the accusation's out, it doesn't matter what the fact is. Oh, nope, they did it.
Yeah, I think, because again, we don't want to jump, no matter who it is, no matter how we feel about this person as their talent or whatever the case may be, no matter what they are doing. And that goes across the board for everybody, even a certain speedster. But the difference with the speedster is We out here got receipts. Now we got receipts. And so with the situation with that, of course, everybody was like, "Yo, they finna Aunt Viv this nigga," and everybody was like, "Well, again, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens." Yeah. I just, it's look, domestic violence should never happen on any end, no matter what, right? I do think that people. I know we want to stop domestic violence before it starts. I'm trying to make sure I say this the right way. I know. So I don't want it to be misconstrued.
And honestly, I don't know if there is a right way, because no matter what you say, someone's going to hear it and go, "Well, that was insulting to me because that."
Yeah, and because we already had that one person go, "But that was insulting," and I was like, "You kiss my whole black ass," because I don't give a fuck. That one person, I told, I don't give a fuck about you, little oompa loompa looking ass motherfucker. Anyway. So I want to make sure that's whatever that situation is dealt with in whatever way it needs to be dealt with, which is if he's guilty, then you got to move on the way you need to move on. If not, then you move on the way you got to move on. And I don't want to hear this whole, well, everybody's lying, or because again, it's a similar thing. And I bring up with Ezra Miller, where it's like now all of a sudden everybody's lying, but all these different evidence, like I said, when this lawyer is coming out saying, "Yo, all the evidence is going to show," we didn't hear that. And yes,
Ezra Miller was track record of fuck up.
Because I know people going to be like,
Jonathan Majors, fuck up. Lawyers, hey, this is not true. He did not fuck up.
Right.
Immediately.
So I know some people, it's going to be comparing apples to oranges to some people, but I'm just using two high profile celebrities in the moment, right? So you want to make sure that now I sent a text message
who theoretically have the same first kind of encounter, because the first thing we heard about Ezra was him choke slamming a bitch in front of a club.
Yeah. So this is what I sent to one of the homies. Mm-hmm. Again, as a comic, I don't give a fuck what you say. There's not a comedian out who did not have jokes floating around their head when they heard this.
Oh yeah. Facts.
So I said, okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I said, hear me out. Now, you see it say his girl got mad. He was getting text from another chick. What if it was Lori Harvey? What if? Because Lori Harvey just broke up with Damson Idris from Snowfall.
Yeah.
Lori Harvey used to fuck Michael B. Jordan. What if she was like, I'm finna show this Adonis Creed nigga something on another level, was like, I'm finna hit up Dave. And then like, oh shit. Hey.
How you doing?
Look, possibilities endless. I think, I will say this though, and we'll move on. Like with a lot of relationships, we hear of a lot of relationships that are open in Hollywood per se, or just in various industries, because for many, it's easier to let your relationship be open than worry about somebody cheating.
True.
Where the only rule of thumb is, don't you bring nothing back home.
Yeah.
And by bringing nothing back home is babies and diseases.
Yeah.
If you're going to do what you do, just, there are a lot of people who figure it's easier on their mental.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, that has to be acknowledged from both fucking parties. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be acknowledged from both parties. But, we'll see how that shit plays out, man. I mean, we got a lot more to talk about. Also, I saw somebody say it on, it was either Facebook or Twitter. They said, you know what? Jonathan Majors, he beat up Cassie, Hope, and Janet. This was white girl retribution. Yo! Yo!
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know if you know. So, Daredevil is officially filming. Mm-hmm. There's supposedly some tie-ins to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Really?
So, the scene is being taken place on New Year's Eve in New York, and revelers can be seen wearing Pim Van Dyne merchandise.
Okay.
And it's recent studio. And remember, in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Hope is running the company under Pim Van Dyne.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that Hope Van Dyne started this foundation with the goal of utilizing PEM particles in new and innovative ways. So, also, Wilson Fisk is possibly running for mayor in Disney Plus series.
Love it.
I love it. Okay, so that's that. Speaking of Ant-Man and the Wasp,
did we talk about the recasting of Vanessa?
No, oh shit, I just closed that. She got recasted?
Yeah, they've got someone new playing her, not the same girl from
Daredevil.
From Daredevil, yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. So like I know a lot of people want everybody to come back, and you and I even talked about the Foggy and Karen Page.
Yeah.
Now, granted, sometimes certain actors may not fit the Disney Studios look that they want.
Yeah.
Or those actors' schedules may not coincide with what Disney wants to do.
Exactly. And it's not like Disney hasn't recasted people before. All right. We've seen, we just saw Cassie recast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sandrine Holt is going to be playing her now.
Okay.
House of Cards, Mr. Robot, and Homeland.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So right. I mean, yeah, I don't know her very well. I will say I'm gonna miss old girl Yolette. Yolette. I can't really pronounce her name.
And I'm gonna let you go ahead and struggle on it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and struggle.
Yeah. But she was incredible in the role. So I mean, but whatever. I'm excited to see what this girl brings in.
Now, speaking of Ant-Man and the Wasp, though, Lawrence Fishburne, remember he played Bill Foster in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
So we always was wondering about seeing him become Goliath. Well, in the post credits, so he's confirmed via Tornado.com that he'll be back as Bill Foster in What If Season 2.
Ooh.
He said he'll be playing a variant of the character. He said, Bill Foster shows up in What If. And yeah, Bill Foster shows up in What If as Giant Man, actually. It's cool. So he gets to be Goliath.
That's cool. Is he going to be in Thunderbolts?
Not sure. But also, I forgot to tell you guys, so it was originally announced that What If was pushed back to next year.
Yeah.
I found out from Gamora during one of my interviews yesterday that What If will be dropping this summer.
Ooh, really?
Yes, What If Season 2 should be dropping this summer. Unless they change it. Because she just recently finished some stuff. So if it drops, it drops. So that is that. Moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, bro. They say it's got the runtime is set to make it one of Marvel Studios' longest movies yet.
Really?
I need people to understand. Okay. This is weird because it's okay. So listen. So Infinity War, it ties with Infinity War because it was supposed to be. It's clocking in at 2:29.
Okay.
It's 12 minutes longer than Volume 2 of Guardians and ties it with Infinity Wars. It only is surpassed though by as far as it's one of the longest, not the longest, by the way. Let me make sure I clarify that.
Yeah.
Because it's only surpassed by Endgame, which is 3, Wakanda Forever, and Eternals.
Okay.
So I know. So screening for critics will start taking place late next month. Yeah. Trying to give me a girlfriend to take this or just side piece. Anyway. But
I don't normally really care too much when they know, well, it's going to be this long. I don't really care too much until I've seen the movie, because then it's like, well, the runtime depends on the movie. John Wick is 2.5, almost 3 hours long.
Does it feel like it?
But it doesn't feel like it. Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then you have movies that are 90 minutes, but they feel like they're fucking 4 hours. You're like, why am I still watching this?
Yeah.
So it all depends on, does the movie use its runtime properly?
And I think that's going to be the biggest issue.
Yeah.
The problem I think is I hate, I guess I know movies run times now. There's a thing about the runtime always being revealed and told to us and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think the issue becomes some people go in like, oh shit, how much more of this movie I got to go? You get what I'm saying?
True.
Like, why not let it just, I know everybody's like, yo, what if I got to take a piss break, this, that, and the third?
True.
I get that. But it's just kind of crazy. And it's just kind of we've sat through long movies at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
And people we keep saying as a society, I don't want to sit through long movies, but we keep sitting through long
exactly.
movies.
We continue to do it, and then it's not. I don't want to sit through long movies. It's I don't want to sit through bad long movies. So make sure your runtime fits your film. That's all I care about.
Absolutely. So last week, some news broke that shook everybody. Marvel Studios president of physical post-production, VFX, and animation, Victoria Alonso, had parted ways with the company after 17 years. Now, the
scapegoat.
The reason originally was that she was fired, hadn't come to light, but Variety had heard that the exec was blindsided. Supposedly, there is so much that's coming out. I forgot what was the thing that I had just saw. It was something about her wanting to do something on the side, I guess. Let me make sure I find it, because I saw the story and I was like, yo.
See, I didn't see that. All I saw was basically we're dealing with the Marvel's going, you have to admit, they've been going a little downward a little bit, especially with fan appreciation and whatnot. But also there's been issues with CGI with the graphics designers and it's her job to make sure these movies get made. So she was just doing her job, and there was way too many for her to be doing in the 2-year period that came out. I think like 17 projects came out within a 2-year period that she had to push through these graphic designers. So it's understandable that, there were a few issues there, but she did her job and got them done. But it looks like Marvel's like, yo, got to have a fall guy for all this graphic designer pushback. You're the one. Sorry.
So this is what's being heard. It was the idea that Victoria was fired over a handful of press interviews relating to a personal passion project about human rights and democracy that was nominated for an Oscar, which she got Disney's blessing to work on, is absolutely ridiculous. Now, Victoria, for those who don't know, is a gay Latina who had the courage to criticize Disney. She was silenced. She was then terminated for refusing to do something she believed was reprehensible. And this is what their lawyer is saying, that Disney and Marvel made a really poor decision that will have serious consequences. There's a lot more to the story, and Victoria will be telling this shortly. So this is what a Disney spokesperson said. It's unfortunate Victoria is sharing a narrative that leaves out several key factors concerning her departure, including an indisputable breach of contract and a violation of company policy. So it's really crazy because look, so Alonso, again, she's a very outspoken champion of diversity, to the point where she called out the old CEO Bob Chapek to take a stand against Florida's anti-LGBTQ plus legislation, the Don't Say Gay bill. She did say that, and she departed, like I said, after a nearly 2-year run. So this is what she had said. She had told a GLAAD audience over a while back. She said, quote, this is what Victoria Alonso said, quote, so I ask you again, Mr. Chapek, please respect, if we're selling family, take a stand against all of these crazy, outdated laws. Take a stand for family. Stop saying that you tolerate us. We deserve the right to live, love, and have. And more importantly, we deserve an origin story. Now, this is what they said after her remarks at GLAAD last April over Disney's mishandling Florida's Don't Say Gay legislation. Alonso was benched by executives and told that she could no longer do interviews in media at all. She was even asked late last year by a prominent director to speak out of the Marvel film, but she stayed mute. The self-described reprehensible incident occurred, which seemed to involve a disagreement with Disney executives, with a Disney executive who is not Iger, though. So the problem becomes, she wanted to speak out with shit, which she's more than rightfully to. Absolutely, if I'm reading this correct. But it seems like, the Marvel NDAs, them Disney NDAs, them agreements, they make them bitches ironclad.
Yeah.
And I understand what a lot of people thinking. Well, why are you stopping her from speaking out in this, that, and third? I get that part. But there's that part of when these companies make you sign these NDAs, you say something, even the slightest bit, that's the reason for them to let you go.
Yep.
It sucks like hell. I agree.
And it's not, and it may not be that they want to, but they got to go, shit, well, if someone else did this, we got to fire them. So we got to do this too.
And not even just that. It's also, if this was during Chapek when he wasn't speaking out against Florida, it's so we got to cover our ass. But the problem trying to cover our ass thing is you fucked yourself somewhat. Because again, Chapek is gone. You played yourself. Congratulations, because Chapek is gone, and you see Iger is back, and everybody's happier that Iger is back.
Yeah.
And also, if you notice that the war with Florida versus Disney since Iger been back ain't been a thing.
Yeah.
Ain't been a thing. And also, dude is the dumbass has shut up about that a lot. So this is a crazy thing going on. So I wanted to make sure I brought that up. And no, there's so much more to be revealed within this.
I agree. I think there's a lot more that we don't know yet.
And I don't want to do any level of speculation. And people say, well, it's actually this. I don't want any of us who are not in the know, who are not in between Disney's legal and Victoria Alonso's legal team, we can all have speculations and assumptions, right?
Yeah.
We're free to have those. But the problem is a lot of us make those speculations and assumptions and treat like that shit is law, bro. And that's a fucked up thing. So we shouldn't do that. All right, let's move on to some DC news. I only got two really things I want to talk about with DC. I'm going to talk about nothing else. Number one, a picture of Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn has come out.
Another one?
It's basically the one that just recently came out with her in the red jacket and the diamond type, And a lot of people are hoping this isn't the final look. And some people have their thoughts on it. I've already said what my thoughts are. I told us to John Roca, and I'll say it here, but I want to know your thoughts first.
She looks like a version of Harley Quinn. That's pretty much. I don't know why anyone would be. All we do is see a picture of her walking with a cop. Is that the one?
Like she's coming out the court.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, it looks like Harley Quinn. It looks like a version of Harley Quinn. So yeah, it looks good. I'm in.
For me, I keep saying this is not really a Joker movie, and I will keep saying it. This is a movie inspired, not even inspired, but this is the Joker, a Warner Brothers movie called Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And look, you can keep trying to say this is a Joker movie because it calls himself the Joker, set in Gotham. But again, I still will stand by it. It just has to be digestible.
We put a Batman paint job.
Yes,
on
put a Batman. You put a Batman paint job on a movie.
Yeah,
because there are things when you see the Joker and when you see Batman or you see any of his other rogues that distinguish this is a DC thing.
Yeah.
If you're trying to sell a sequel, because yes, the first one made $1 billion, so did Venom.
Yep.
But now you need one more. What's the only other way you can up the ante in the second one? Because you can't do Batman because Bruce was 9. Bruce was 9.
Joker was 50.
So the only way you have to up the ante is you bring in Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And that's a given easy thing. And then it's a musical on top of it. I don't know.
It's going to be an interesting film. Joker's not one of those movies that I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch Joker. It's not a very rewatchable movie. It's very good, but you got to be in a mood to watch Joker. You don't just turn it on.
I have never had that since I've seen it.
That's true. I don't think
I'm going to be very honest.
And that's nothing against it. I loved it. I thought it was a great movie, especially being someone going in saying, I don't want this movie. I think it's stupid. There's no reason for a Batman-less Joker movie. And then I watched it. I was like, okay, that was really good. It was just a great movie with a Batman paint job. So
it's a movie about an incel that just throws on some face paint.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. People hate to hear it that way, but it's a dude who's mad the world is against him. He feels like the whole world is against him. He's no different than anybody else. And then he finally just snaps and goes crazy, which we hear about a lot of fucking people on a daily basis. And like you literally just said, you slapped a Batman paint job on it. I get it. Some people ain't going to want to hear it. Some people don't want to agree with it. That is fine. You're completely at liberty to not agree with me at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue, not going to fight against you. It is what it is. But the fact remains, this sequel, I think the sequel, like, all right, cool. So we see him running through the streets with other versions of the Joker chasing him. I think that's him in either Arkham right now having a fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him because it's Arthur Fleck from the first time he puts the clown paint on to the initial ending thing when he ends up on the talk show dressed like how he was dressed, going down the stairs and shit. So it's a mental thing more than likely. But whatever.
I'm going to see it when it comes out.
I'm going to see it when it comes out.
I'm not counting the days, but when it comes out, I'll go see it.
So Shazam! Fury
There
of
we
God.
go.
Okay.
I got a question for you after you get through the news. Let's do this.
So, from y'all heard what the post-credit scene was already. Amelia Harcourt and fucking fuck is his name? Steve Agee's character.
I don't know the character's name.
They go and they come to him and say, "We want you to join the Justice." He's like, "I'm in." They're like, "Society." No. Well, rumor was that Hawkman and them were supposed to be doing it, more members of the JSA. How do you know that? Well, Zachary Levi did a Q&A on Instagram. He said, people are this is what he said. Quote, people are slagging on James Gunn because Jennifer Holland, his wife, who was an actress who was on Peacemaker and was in the Suicide Squad, which is connected to the Justice Society. We used them, but was not with the original intent.
Before James Gunn.
Who was cast for James Gunn was not the original intent. The original intent was to have Hawkman and Cyclone be there to invite me. So our intent, our desire, Walter Hamada, Peter Safran, David Sandberg, myself, and everybody, we had an awesome scene that would have had me tie into the JSA with Hawkman with Cyclone, and we were thwarted. Who else thwarted them? So he didn't say who. He's like, I'm not saying no names, and we know who it was. It was Dwayne Johnson. Why? Because he was so adamant about Black Adam and Shazam not connecting. I said it from jump, bro. This is how he knew he got fucked. And people were agreeing with me, and some people tried to push back. I was like, you can make a DC universe revolve around Dwayne Johnson. You cannot make a DC universe revolve around Black fucking Adam, especially when the fact you took out the major part of why Black Adam is Black Adam. So some people keep saying Zachary Levi's complaining because it flopped at the box office, this, and the third. He's not complaining as much as telling y'all, stop saying everybody's complaining. They know the movie flopped. They know it didn't do well. Could it be part of what he said previously? Whatever. They know it. Again, Shazam didn't do amazing at the box office. Shazam initially did surprisingly well to be a Shazam fucking movie, right? I just need people to understand this. People can be like, oh, here he go whining and complaining. I saw somebody on Twitter go, he finna start running as a Republican next. Because the man telling you what shit is, like, yo, we had a plan.
Here, okay.
Go ahead.
First question. Do you think this is the part in The Rock's career where he turns heel? Like, is this the heel version of The Rock coming out?
We're getting close to it. Because we're going to push that man.
But here's my problem. Everyone, The Rock torpedoed Shazam too. The Rock fought to not let Shazam be made. Blah, blah, blah. All this shit coming out. I'm going, hey, guys, if Hawkman and Cyclone Girl were in that post-credit scene, Shazam still would have made no fucking money. If Shazam was in the post-credit scene of Black Adam still would have made no fucking money. Mm-hmm. None of this has anything to do with either. Who gives a shit that The Rock was like, yo, and to be fair, I am a Rock mark. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oddly enough, I only have one thing of Rock. Oh no, my sweatpants are Rock too. I'm wearing Rock stuff now, but at the same time, just because The Rock was like, I don't want to do this with Shazam. I want to do it against Superman. That doesn't mean, oh, that's why the movie's not making money. No, it's not making money because of a lot of different factors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just this whole thing of The Rock versus Zachary Levi is stupid. It's not real. It's something that we as fans made up.
Okay, I agree in that regard. Here's the only pushback I'll give you and allow me to understand. The big thing, like, yes, if the post-credit scenes, yes, doesn't change the movie as a whole. I agree, right? But you had Dwayne Johnson was pushing for Black Adam to skip over Shazam to go to Superman when that made no sense. Even having Black Adam's movie, here's Black Adam's movie.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if you put Shazam into Black Adam, if we had done the Black Adam movie as Black Adam,
you don't
Shazam,
fucking need a Black Adam movie.
But okay, still, Makes no fucking money. Doesn't matter.
Here's the problem.
Same people go to see it that saw Shazam, or it makes whatever these two movies made combined. Because if you had combined these two movies, would have been just the same. Would have been the same basic fucking film.
Let me ask you. Here's where I differ. Here's where I completely differ. There are two different tones in these movies. Those are two different fucking movies, dog. We're not finna do that.
The Rock is acting a different tone. The rest of Black Adam is the same tone as Shazam. It's just The Rock in a different tone.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
So glad this is only an audio podcast. I just gave this motherfucker a double thumbs up because he is right. Yes, The Rock is doing something complete. But if you put Shazam, not Shazam, if you put Black Adam, if the point of Black Adam of Shazam 2 is not the fury of the gods, it's not the daughters.
No.
It's who was this other motherfucking chair? Because remember, the cutout scene is there's 7 chairs.
Yeah.
Who was the 7th? Now you figure out who the 7th was. Somehow, some way, the 7th chair is however Black Adam gets out. You can put Isis, Adrienne, she can open up the tomb, right? She can open up the tomb to let him out. All the other bullshit is a whole nother thing with the Eternium, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that
was Shazam
all
2.
Gimmick.
Because it was fucking pointless. We did this whole thing of her having a bit of Eternium and a charm around her neck for what? Nothing. But if Shazam 2, she is the one who opens up and she can read the inscription and she lets him out. And he goes crazy and starts doing what he does. Right? All of a sudden, somehow, some way, word gets back. Hey, bro, there's somebody out here like y'all. Okay?
Yeah. I still think the movie makes the same amount of money.
I think it makes 30 million more.
Cool. All right.
I'm not gonna make it seem like it's made.
I feel like we, the fans, are making more of a bigger deal about this than it should be. Because, in all honesty, it doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna get brand new shit anyway in a year.
Look, what you're not finna do is not gonna just easily dismiss this shit. What you're not finna fucking do. Okay, we are getting brand new shit. We are. But what I'm saying is, there was granted, Gunn was going, okay, number one, Gunn was going to start this over regardless. We knew this going in, okay? But there was a possibility for just not to move forward, the movie to be better. There was a better story that was available if Black Adam is in the second Shazam movie.
See, and then, no, that is 100% true. It would have been better.
There's a better story available.
What has The Rock ever tried to set out and accomplish and failed at doing?
Being the center of the DC universe.
I know, but okay, good. That's my point. Up until this point, he has succeeded in all his efforts. And now he goes, listen, I'm going to make myself the center of this with Black Adam.
Let his dick go.
And what happened?
Let his dick go.
I'm just saying, would you not do that? Hey, if you had the power to try and make it all about you and make it work, would you not try the same fucking thing?
Here's the question. How do you you say make it work. He didn't.
I know. He failed.
You can't make it. Yeah, because you know how you don't make it work?
Dude, for trying. He swung for the fences. Missed like a motherfucker. Straight strikeout. Go to the bench. We'll see you next season. But whatever. Bring on the next Rock movie. When does Red One come out? I'm excited.
The thing is,
let me go grab my Zoa real quick. I'm just kidding. Zoa is trash.
It is fucking horrible. It was. I was like, oh, this motherfucker cannot be sitting trying to convince me that this shit is good.
The sugar-free is decent.
Also, let me just say this, though. If he'd have picked another character,
yeah.
Again, you were so stuck on being fucking Black Adam
Mm-hmm.
for 10 years. Fine, cool. We'll at least get introduced in the right way.
And you see, here's the reason I don't give a shit about The Rock failing.
Let his dick go.
Do you remember when Baywatch came out?
Let his dick go. Because now you're bringing up Baywatch.
Let me listen to the story. You remember when Baywatch came out?
Uh-huh.
What was The Rock saying about Baywatch? This is the funniest, greatest movie ever. It is action-packed. It's insane. You're going to love it. Everyone's going to love it. On the season finale of Young Rock, there is a joke talking about how shitty Baywatch was. That's what The Rock does. He is a hype man. He's going to come up and try to present everything to work perfectly in his favor because he's a fucking wrestler. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hype it up. And when it fails, he's going to go, ha, fuck, that failed. What's next? And I'm just saying, whatever. It's entertaining. I'm here for it.
I'm ignoring you because I feel like you won't let go.
All right.
Because I get it. You're a Rock fan. I get it. It's okay. We all have addictions to dumb shit at times. Your addiction to dumb shit is thinking it's okay because he the only thing he's hyped up that's worked out has been him in the Fast franchise.
Until now. Have you heard him backtracking now?
No, what?
There's a new interview where someone ask him about Vin Diesel. He's like, well, never say never. I think there is some unfinished business between Dom and Hobbs. I was like,
yeah, because the motherfucker don't have a superhero franchise to go back to anymore.
Heel turn, bro. Heel turn. This is the heel turn, bro.
You are... I mean...
If The Rock's going to turn heel, I'm going to be the heel commentator with it. Let's do it. I'll be Jerry the King Lawler. I'll be Corey Graves. Let's do this.
You are horrible with it. Look, I think I got an email. Let me find this fucking email if I can deal with you. Look, that's all the news we fucking got around here. Check this out.
I'm so happy to have that conversation. I have been waiting to have that conversation with you.
MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. It is fucking amazing. 818-276-6947, by the way. 818-276-6947. This is the email I have. The email is subject headed, The Big Bad and Panic. This is from Fred Castillo. He says, hey, Mr. J and BC, been wondering about two things with the Marvel Universe recently that hopefully you and BC can square for me. First, what level big bad is Zeus? At the end of Love and Thunder, he was sending Hercules and others, I'm guessing, to remind everyone that the gods aren't jokes. I asked because we currently have Kang as well as Galactus in the future, and those two seem pretty huge. Secondly, has Marvel tipped their hand with Quantumania? When the official trailer was released, I was telling people, Marvel only shows you the first 20 to 30 minutes in the trailer, so they won't spoil the movie. But apparently, they show practically the entire synopsis of the movie, and I was disappointed. This is something WB does when they don't have confidence in their product. Ant-Man's line, I don't have to win, was in the trailer, and it was a big moment in the movie. Thanks for reading this, and I'll be listening. Fred C. So let me say first, the Zeus thing, again, I said it was just to introduce Hercules. That was it, right? It's just to have Hercules fight Thor. That's all.
Yeah. I think Zeus will be some kind of fill-in in another Thor project. And it'll be a thing where Hercules is going after Thor, but eventually goes, no, wait, this is a good dude. Same old shit. Put a spin on it.
So I agree with you on that. As far as with the Ant-Man tipping their hand, here's the thing. I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. Made everybody think Scott was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And it could have went one or two ways. Now, as we found out, the post-credit, the initial ending technically still wasn't even Scott and Hope dying. It was just them being stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
So, but you know why they didn't?
I know exactly why.
Because they would have had to do a whole nother movie. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to do another movie. So they had to reshoot. They were like, yo, we'll pop up and shit. But if you put us in the quantum realm, there has to be a movie to get us out. Makes sense. I get that. But the whole purpose of Quantum Mania is to do one thing. Okay. Remember, that's it. We keep forgetting that even though these are movies, we are watching a giant TV show on the big screen. Yeah. This is just an episode. It is a 2-hour episode of TV.
Yeah.
That is all it is. That is all it is. It is literally, that whole movie was just to introduce Kang.
Yep.
No matter how you feel about Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was just to introduce Kang.
Yeah. I will say, like, you know, we keep forgetting about things though, but trailers are made to sell the movies. All right. Like they're made to get more people to come see it. They are not made for the people that are already going to see it. We watch them like they are huge events to see these trailers. But in all honesty, they're making these trailers to entice other people that aren't us, that go to every movie regardless, to come see it. All right. So that line that, it was important in the movie, but my mom doesn't know that when she sees that trailer. She just sees an intense line and goes, oh, I need to go see this maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what, like me, I don't watch trailers after the first or second one. I'm like, I'm done. I'm in to your movie. I don't need to see anymore.
Yeah, I'm a teaser trailer, official trailer dude. I'm good.
And I'm at the point now, I will not watch a Red Band trailer anymore.
If it's the first trailer, I'll watch it.
Red Band trailers always give away the best jokes in movies. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see your jokes.
Yeah, I get kind of what you're saying on that regard. Yeah, I agree. I feel like that Marvel didn't show its hand in this movie because this wasn't a major stakes movie.
We thought it was.
And
I thought they gave it away well enough to make me think, because I went into this, like we said, this is an Avengers level movie. This is huge. And I came out going, no, that was regular level. That was Ant-Man level.
You're like, no. The Avengers level is the threat that he possesses if he comes out.
Yeah.
Right? And it's an Ant-Man movie. It's a fucking Ant-Man movie.
I was telling people, I'm like, I don't even see this as Ant-Man 3. I see this as Marvel 32. That's what this movie was to me. Marvel 32.
What the fuck is Marvel 32?
The 32nd Marvel sequel. It's not Ant-Man 3. It's Marvel 32.
Nigga, hush.
I love when he gets all done with me.
You really said Marvel 32?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's Marvel episode 32.
Nigga, no.
Okay.
I just because he said it with such confidence.
Yeah. Marvel 32. That's what this was. The next entry into Marvel. It's just a run-of-the-mill regular Marvel show introducing Kang. This wasn't about Ant-Man. Ant-Man was just the MacGuffin to get us to Kang.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, sir.
Yeah.
Before I disconnect you forever from this thing. You know, remember how I used to threaten to fire you?
Yeah.
I think we're back on track now.
Okay. Back on track to not firing me. Gotcha.
No, to fire.
Best thing on the planet. I know. I'm pretty freaking awesome.
Let me ask you a question.
It's Sunday afternoon. I got some fucking energies.
I wish you had a puppy.
I don't. That's a lot of responsibility. I can't.
If hypothetically this Jonathan Majors shit is true all the way through, what if you were Kevin Feige, what would you do?
Hey, dude, make an apology. Let's get going. Look, I get it.
I laugh, but you are so right, though.
Don't do it again. If anything else happens, come on, man. Just don't let me have anything else happen. Let's just do this.
Bro, I got too much of okay, so I think, and I know because there are going to be so many people who are going to say, well, you gotta fire him, you gotta recast him, and this, then the third. And I think honestly, you might be right. And I don't say this as a Marvel fan. I say this as somebody who understands business because I think some people have emailed. I got a DM, not a DM, a tweet from Chris Lee, who's one of the members of the Supervillain Squad. He said they could shift gears, and I don't think you can't shift gears on big bads now.
Yeah.
You've established this is the dude. The problem is the only thing you could have done, like I said, is possibly Aunt Viv, light-skinned Aunt Viv, Harriet Winslow him because the door is open for that.
Yeah, and because variants can look.
That's what I'm saying. It would make a lot of these little bitch boys happy if you finally got a white Kang.
No.
I know. How'd they make Nathaniel Richards and Darky? How you gonna say a white man gets dark? Easy. He keeps fucking niggas. Easy. But I think you just have him do but I think the problem with a public statement is you have to control the environment, not the narrative, the environment. The difference with Ezra Miller per se, because I know people are going to bring up again. These are going to be the two comparisons for a while now.
Oh yeah,
it just is what it is. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with y'all. Y'all know I don't fucking do that. The difference with Ezra Miller has never come forward to say anything. Every time Ezra Miller has done something, they try to be like, put it aside. Ezra Miller done something else, and like you said, Kevin Feige has to believe, don't let shit else happen.
Yeah. And that's just where I am on it. Because again, and plus the way things are looking, this all sounds like a bunch of nothing.
The biggest thing will be, just like with anything else, the internet has proven that it has the shortest memory ever.
Facts.
Okay. Yes. You give it 2.5 weeks, we will forget about all this because something else will take its place. He already has several other movies coming out. So the thought of him being Kang will be somebody's back burner. And, the social media, Twitter will say something, right?
Yeah.
But people have to remember this real statement, and some people hate to hear it. Twitter is not a real place.
Nope.
Twitter will say something. Twitter is not a real place. Can Twitter enact some level of change sometimes? Yes. But that is also Twitter pre-Elon fucks.
I've never heard you say that. That's good.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's Twitter pre-Elon.
Yeah.
Twitter pre-Elon, people actually gave a fuck about the platform.
Yeah.
I know some people now who just like, yo, I said it this morning, early this morning. I tweeted to I said, yo, I'm going to start preemptively blocking people who subscribe to Twitter Blue. Because why? You are not going to be in my mentions and I don't know you thinking you got precedent to say some shit.
Yeah.
You're not just because I paid for $11. No, you're not going to annoy the hell out of me. I blocked 3 people already who follow me. No.
Yeah.
No. So when you have a platform now like Twitter, where people are just going to be thinking, people with 600-700 followers, I paid for my check mark, so I can say, no one's going to care.
Yeah,
so
paid
Twitter
for check marks. I don't give a shit.
So I bring that back to John. Nobody's going to care on Twitter what anybody says. Instagram doesn't hold that weight of validity like that. TikTok the other social media platforms will just exist.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, if you start winning again, no one cares. I know a lot of people will say, well, we won't forget about it. We'll keep talking about these things. And this is true. But if it is forgotten, if everything is proven to be false, if there are statements recanting, if all these witnesses' testimonies and videos and et cetera, come out and say otherwise, we'll see. But look, that was one of the main stories I had to talk about because it happened yesterday. Yeah. Yo, real talk. The shit broke, and we're gonna get ready to wrap it up on this. The shit broke, and it was me, my producer from THS, and my homeboy Neeson, who works on the channel and stuff. Yeah, and we were outside talking, and we were talking about the shit, and we saw a black dude walk up in the Kang cosplay. We was like, "Hey, should we go tell him?" Just go walk up to him and be like, "Hey, bro, tap your phone."
I didn't. I didn't find out till we did Lando this morning, and I was like, oh shoot, because I was off my phone all night last night. So,
bro, we were at WonderCon. I was like,
oh, that's funny.
Whoo!
Oh shit.
So yeah. All right, man. That wraps up episode 23, season 2 of the Mad Titan podcast. Listen, to everybody's listening, thank you for listening to us, man. Push through some bullshit. We didn't have too much to talk about, but it was a couple things we definitely wanted to discuss that I felt was important to get out to you all. So please, if you're listening on any other social media platforms, if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, please do me a favor and use the 5-star rating and give me a good words, a review down below. Push it up in the algorithm, things like that. Also, can you I hate the way VC's looking at me. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, comment. What the fuck do you got to say?
What is this accent for?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. You know what? I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate this at all. I don't. So, tell me how they fucking get.
Oh, they can find me on all the social medias at the Grind Calls, TikTok, Twitter, and the Instagrams.
Yo, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Please, God, let them ban TikTok already. I'm on TikTok and Instagram.
Hey, man, hold on now. That's all I have to do during the week. I be chilling and watching TikTok.
You better get your life together. Mr. J Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington. I'm legitimately verified on Instagram. I know people are already paying for it, and I don't like you either.
Can you pay for Instagram now too?
Yes, you can. Fucking Meta has rolled that out. Yes, they have. So, yeah, do all that. If you want to support, please join the podcast, the Patreon, Super Little Squad, patreon.com/Mr. J Washington. Yeah. Shout out to all the members of the squad who are producers of the show. Shout out to Alberto Rios. Thank you for being at the 101 level. We got to set up yours. Bobby McMillan. We got to set up yours at the 101 level. Brock Severson. Chauncey Wilson. I'll talk to you soon. Cheryl Corbin. Chris Lee. I'll talk to you soon. I think I'll talk to you. Dan Bibke. Daniel. Thank you for joining. David Adams. Fanboy Cantillo. Fillmore Pockets. Fred Castillo. Appreciate you. Greg Morrissey. Jim Payne. Thank you. Jolene. Thank you. I'll talk to you later this week. Justin Square. Carla Vasquez. Kevin Williams. We talk. Kirsty Oliveria. Luke Shergers. Marcus Burton. And Patrick Harden. BC came up with an idea for Patreon exclusive content for the patrons, and he don't remember because he just looked like.
No, I do remember. I was like, oh, I wonder if he saw that. I didn't know you actually saw it.
Go ahead and tell people what you came up with the idea.
So we're thinking we do a monthly or bi-monthly whatever show called What's the Finish, where we kind of try and preview wrestling pay-per-views, whether it's WWE or AEW, and kind of give our thoughts on who we think could take the W's. Thought it might be a fun, good idea. I don't know if the audience would like it.
What's the finish? I was like, bro, we're not doing porn. I was like, we're not doing porn. That's not Patreon. That's not even OnlyFans. That's not for me. We're not doing porn. It's not. So let us know what you think about that, or if you got any other ideas. Again, please let us know. Hit us up. All those good things. We will holler at y'all next week. Till then, we out. Take care. Bye-bye.